Hi, this is Ben Hartman, and I am sharing an infographic I created for Edcamp Chicago entitled Why Edcamp? 10 Reasons an Unconference is for You. One of the organizers of Edcamp Chicago, and as such responsible for the social media message that we share and develop. This is a piece that was I built for that, and so I want to walk you through it and get your feedback on it, see what you think. So we used a combination of icons and words, phrases, and then sentences following there to provide more depth to our infographic, but also to catch the eye of individuals on Twitter and in other social media, Google+, as well as our Facebook presence. And so from the top, we have the bright yellow set against the black background. Traditional Edcamp colors are green and red, following the Apple logo. We dismiss that and go with a brighter font here. And then it's the subtitle of 10 reasons. We wanted to go along with that sort of top 10. They're not in sequential order, except the middle strand, which I'll show you in a second. And then the author, as well as the social media piece. I skipped using my social media here, instead using the Edcamp Chicago account for Twitter, which is where we would want questions sent directed or more for them to follow for more information to come back. I won't go through everyone here since there's 10, but the notion of a free conference is shown here by the money bag, which is bright red, not the typical green. I save that color for later on in the presentation. A pretty plain background, the plain white grid. And of course, that scrolling functionality that you can have with an infographic, which suits screens, mobile, as well as desktop, laptop. And so you can see we have the icon, followed by the tagline, followed by the more descriptive sentence or phrase in a lighter font. Might change this font layout, but I do like the notion of 4 at the top, 3 in the middle, and then 3 at the bottom. Going to the right, then the light bulb. This is from PictoChart, which is a great resource and tool to use for building infographics. The notion of intellect or a light bulb going off, people being smart. The big question mark here is meant to draw people in. And again, that bright primary blue is learn what you want. One of the criticisms of Edcamp is that there's no agenda. And so you don't know necessarily what you're going to learn. That's one of also the greatest benefits of it, is that building your PLN or finding new ideas or bringing your own ideas to share with others. So the question mark is supposed to represent that. Proof in the pudding, evidence here that it actually works. The gears representing the idea of work or motion moving forward. There's been more than 300 Edcamps held worldwide. 3 across the middle actually do go sequentially. You can read them separately, but the notion of the ABCs, learn what you want, which may be similar to the one above it, but we talk about an invitation to share. And so people can build ideas one from another. If you're not getting from a session what you'd like it to be, you can simply leave. The shoe represents motion or walking in this case. And the notion where you can go where you grow. There is a conversation for everybody with this. The tree's meant to represent that growth. Building your PLN, it's a little collegiality here with our stick people. Surrounded by like-minded collaborative educators, typically held on a Saturday, and Edcamp is a great space for people to get to meet each other, either if they have known each other from Twitter, have met, so to speak, on Twitter or not. The lurkers, which we talk a lot about on Twitter when we put new teachers on Twitter, but also the notion of a wallflower. You can feel free to sit back and do nothing. In doing nothing, we mean, of course, observing and following and seeing what it is that you do learn. That Facebook thumbs up, then repurposed from the blue Facebook thumb here, is the notion that this is PD as it should be. Typically not all PD implies choice or has a lot of that, but Edcamps certainly do. This infographic is meant to represent and share that message with people on social media. Thanks.